Chino!
What?
Chino!
What?
Someone broke into my house.
Who broke into your house?
I don't know, but these are some sick creatures. I tell you what, man.
Tell.
They left clues.
What are these clues you're talking about?
They're eggs.
Eggs?
Eggs, they are. And they're all decorated weird.
How so?
Some are like bright colors, and some have different patterns.
God.
I don't know what this means, man. But gosh darn it, I'm going down the rabbit hole. Speaking of rabbits,
Badger?
man. Speaking of rabbits, I found a random rabbit that looked like it was covered in foil. I interrogated, man. I even cut his skin off. He tasted surprisingly like milk chocolate. But he wasn't giving up the goods. I don't know what kind of weird cult this is, man.
Badger!
What?
It was Easter a week ago. That was the Easter bunny that left you that.
How did he get in my house?
It's the Easter bunny. He finds a way.
I already gave permission for Santa Claus to come in once a year. I did not give no permission to nobody. My HOA is going to hear of this.
Okay, then.
Anyway, that's why we weren't on last week, folks. Cue theme song. Yes, it's good to be back.
We're back again.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Thank you all. Be sure to collect your dollar as you exit out the building.
Seriously.
But yeah, it's good to be back. We were gone for a couple weeks, mostly for work, and then, of course, last week was Easter.
Yeah.
So, thank you all for being patient. If you didn't notice we were gone, surprise.
We're back.
Yeah. So, I was thinking, what would be a good thing to cover after Easter? And I was thinking this would be the perfect opportunity for us to do a duo thing with Pokemon and Digimon, as they both involve eggs. They also involve death and resurrection, so to speak.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. You know, the cartoon way.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like
the cartoon way. But you're the bigger Pokemon and Pokemon game expert here.
Yes,
and I'm a bigger fan of the shows. I tried playing a game of Digimon, and boy howdy, it took commitment.
I can give you inputs on that, on the recent Time Stranger, since I'm playing through that right now.
Right.
But
so for all of you who, or you guys know about Pokemon, for those of you who don't know what Digimon are, so it was supposed to be kind of like the rival to Pokemon.
Yeah.
So picture this, if you will. This was done in the 90s, way before, AI was actually considered a threat.
Or existed.
I'm pretty sure there was AIs of some sorts.
Well, I know that like things like Gemini and ChatGPT didn't exist.
Yeah, those guys didn't exist. But Digimon are digital monsters with their own kind of thought process, emotions, and codes.
In contrast to Pokemon, which are basically just animals.
Exactly. So they live in a place called the digital world, which is in basically the internet.
Practically, yeah.
Yeah. So like, congratulations, y'all! You have another world in y'all's computer. That's not games. That's not Fortnite.
Is there a?
No, I do not have an issue with Fortnite.
Okay. I'll just not say any more about that.
Let it die.
I'm going to.
All right. But with that adventure, sometimes the digital world itself will choose young heroes to save it and the physical world as well. It's always young heroes, and I guess we'll go into like more details of that as we kind of go over like the strengths and weaknesses of Pokemon versus Digimon.
Yes.
For instance, I think Pokemon has better games.
Definitely better games.
Versus their shows.
Yes,
Yeah,
I do
Digimon.
agree. I do agree with that. But like they do have their strengths. But like Pokemon and Digimon, for me personally, I consider those more equal than anything.
Okay.
Because like compared for Pokemon, just recently it changed main character because of
Ash was basically the main character for what, 20?
around 20 years, around my lifetime.
Yeah. Versus Digimon, is like every time there's a new season,
There's new main characters.
there's new main characters, there's new Digimon, most part.
Yes, so it's just
Agumon does make his appearance twice, and it's two basically different Agumons.
yes, because isn't Agumon just basically just a race?
Well, it's a Digimon race, yeah. So to see him act different in another series called Digimon Data Squad was kind of, it was a little off-putting, but it also refreshing knowing that it's like, okay, not all Agumon are the same, because that would be creepy.
It's kind of like if it was just mitosis or something.
Yeah.
Like that would not make it really stand out as a show from when I watched Digimon.
Yes.
Which I liked Agumon as well, but a lot of people did.
And another thing for Digimon is that all the characters, they have their own kind of burden.
Mm-hmm.
Either something personal or something external. And just like with them, with their Digimons, the Digimon themselves also kind of help, the kids more find out who they are, in a sense. If that makes sense.
It does. It does. That in like Pokemon does have that too. However, I can get it that like it has character development, but it's not really. You can find me on this. It's not like a main point of the appeal of the show.
Okay, yeah.
But
because the appeal of the show is like, I want to see these two animals in bondage fight each other.
For Pokemon, it's mainly, is Ash ever gonna be the champion? It's been going on for 20 years. And spoiler alert, he did.
And that's why they're finally done with him.
Yeah, he's put up his cap.
Thank gosh.
Did you think he was beating, or it was like overused that how long he was doing it?
I think so. Because like again, it's been over 20 years, same kid, same results.
Yeah.
But eventually the cast around him started changing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we could still be watching the same adventures, but if it was a different trio cast, I think we would have the same results.
Yeah, I get it.
But Pokemon is a very lucrative business, and so they had to keep Pikachu on there however long as they could.
Yeah.
For the money.
And then in Pokemon Horizons, Pikachu just comes back as Captain Pikachu.
There you go. I mean, it's all about the money, man. You want an example of capitalism? There you go.
Yeah, yes. I'm a Pokemon fan, but I agree.
It's because Pokemon is like a bigger finance monster than Digimon.
Yes, and like the most obvious and most known Pokemon is Pikachu.
Yes.
Even a grandmother can know Pikachu.
And I mean, when you look at what Pokemon itself has, it's got the trading cards.
Yes.
It's got Pokemon Go.
Yes.
It's got all of the Nintendo games.
That's...
Red, Yellow, Ruby, Emerald.
I think it's in the 20s right now.
Exactly. So it's just, you got all those games and you collect Pokemons in there. Even in the game, it's about collecting Pokemon.
And in real life, it's collecting the cartridges.
Exactly. So it's just, hoarderdism. Hoarderdism?
I don't know if that is a word.
Being a hoarder on steroids.
Practically, yeah. But those games are, like, some of them are worth it, some of them are not. For example, Pokemon Black and White 2,
Right.
with the introduction of N, Natural Harmonia Gropus.
What?
That's his name. That's literally his name, but he likes to be going by N.
Thank God.
Because he knows that's a mouthful to say.
It's not the long name that's got me thrown off. It's the last part of his name.
Gropius.
Yes.
But
Perv.
not that's because the father Gestus, which is the leader of Team Plasma. Which in the Pokemon fandom, they are known to be probably the most evil.
So they're worse than Team Rocket.
They're very worse.
Okay, so on a scale of...
They want to destroy the world.
They would destroy the world.
They want to.
So we're going from, I guess, from Voldemort's army to Galactic Empire. Their Galactic Empire.
Practically, yes.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
It does for me.
But, like, that story is known to be, like, probably one of the best Pokemon stories in my opinion, in the franchise, because I like the characterization of N.
Uh-oh. I think you just ticked off a whole bunch of others.
I do not care.
They're in our comments.
We don't have any comments anyway.
Very few people who leave us comments. Please leave the comment. Let us know you're listening.
Please.
Alright, so I'm not big on the games of Digimon itself, but it's like they definitely focus more on storytelling in the Digimon games than they do of the actual combat. But, you know, get good or you get the bad ending.
Definitely, including the most recent game in Digimon, Digimon Storytime Stranger. Basically, you're an agent. You're an agent that is trying to save the world, but you figure out you can accidentally time travel to 8 years before that happens.
So you're like Silver in Sonic.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's not intentional at the first time.
Okay.
I can't give more because that'll be spoilers.
Maybe someday we can play it and see what happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been playing through it recently, and I admit, it's probably one of the best Digimon games that I've played because it is focused on story. And it's a turn-based RPG, which I like.
All right, so you're into D&D, yeah.
Well, yeah. But it's
bad news for all you Fortnite fans who can't even wait in the line.
I am not gonna even say anything on that topic. I'm only gonna wait till we're off air. Because I know that people will want to come murder me.
No, they gotta find you first.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Oh, well, see, he lives.
Don't you dare!
Dox you here now.
Don't you dare!
But also when it comes to the shows themselves not only show different characters, I mean, just like Pokemon, I mean, like, you know, vast world, so you got to show different characters in different scenarios and, like, what that location is to the setting, the world setting. But I just feel that and like every episode is like almost a focus on one person in particular or both people or two people, if not the whole group, for Digimon, kind of showing development into who they are meant to be, who they want to be, versus Pokemon. New Pokemon! Team Rocket has it! Beat up Team Rocket! Win!
That is what appealed to me about Digimon there.
I mean, Pokemon is a very repetitive show.
Yeah,
which
I think deny that.
Which I think also helps younger audience stay engaged because it is the same story but with different faces over and over again. So it's kind of easy for younger fans to kind of pay attention. Versus with Digimon, you probably need them to be a little older to kind of understand not only plot but character development.
Which makes like some of the evil villains be the differing parts of the story.
Yeah, I mean, with Digimon, it's like most of our villains, it's just like, I want to conquer the digital world. That guy gets defeated. New guy, I want to conquer the human world. Gets defeated. Next guy, I want to conquer both. Gets defeated. But it's like it's always like one or the other or both.
Yeah.
It's just like
I will admit like Pokemon like
versus the movie where someone was trying to just like set off nukes, which very James Bond.
which I think that Pokemon does their antagonists a little bit better than Digimon.
In the show or in the game?
Games.
Games? Okay.
Games and somewhat the show. Because even though it's, I'm going to conquer the world, I'm going to conquer the human world. I'm going to bring up Team Magma, for example.
Okay,
I want to make sure that everything is land. Team Aqua, I want to make sure everything is the water. The Sky.
Team Sky, I want to obliterate everything.
it's a fan thing. I want to extend the Sky, but it's not canon. But it's like,
you hear that, Team Sky fans? He says you don't matter.
MNJ TV, please don't. But like, from that Team Plasma, Team Rocket, actually also Team Skull with Guzma actually is very intriguing. Because Team Guzma is the team leader of Team Skull. But they're more just a gang rather than an evil team.
A bunch of hooligans causing trouble.
Practically, yes. And like in a game where they're the DLC of Team Rainbow Rocket.
One of the My Little Pony is that.
Okay, so Team Rainbow Rocket was Giovanni notices that there is evil teams across the regions.
Okay.
Let's put them all together. It doesn't work out.
You mean put a bunch of evil people in one place? Oh no.
Guzma doesn't like it, so spoiler alert, he teams up with the protagonist to take out Team Rainbow Rocket.
I'm sorry, but a Team Rainbow Rocket does not sound like an evil
It
name.
does. And
I would be the idiot like, we are Team Rainbow Rocket, and I'll be like,
what now?
Oh, seriously, what's y'all's name? Like, we will destroy you, and I will die laughing. Congratulations.
Giovanni was apparently the one to make that, and he was, I'm still going to be the leader.
Goodness gracious.
That is what a little bit bugged me about that, but them separately, outside of it being a cringy, let's do the Avengers of evil teams.
So, Legion of Doom.
Legion of Doom, yes.
Legion of Doom. Or the Sinister Six.
Yes.
Okay.
I just prefer them separately. Like,
because it's less hard?
It's less cringy.
Oh, okay.
Like, I cannot take you seriously if you're letting Giovanni be the boss of you.
Okay, so it's definitely Legion of Doom run by Lex Luthor. Got it.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
So it's like, I forgot what the lore is because I haven't played that game in a while. But the most recent iteration of one of the villains, Lysander from Team Flare, which wanted to make the world beautiful, and not in a, and his definition of beautiful is not in a good way. He, in Legends Arceus, it was revealed that because of Zygarde, basically he went on a redemption arc because he got amnesia from it, from the destruction of his weapon. I'm not saying much because it is going to be spoilers.
Too much spoilers, huh?
Too much!
Yeah. With Digimon, again, like I said, in the first season of it, you had a Digimon, Devimon. He wanted to take over the digital world, and like in our point of view, it was just an island. And then Devimon, I think it's Devimon, Myotismon, I think.
You're gonna have to look that up. I don't remember.
Oh gosh, well, he's basically a vampire Now, my oldest mon, he was basically a vampire like Digimon. He wanted to conquer the human world.
Hmm.
All right, and he was probably like one of the toughest villains. He had his own army. He had his own army. All right, he didn't have to mind control anybody. No, he's just like, I want the baddest guys on the island. Who's coming? Like they had to think critically. They had to, infiltrate his fortress, follow him into the real world, and do battle with him in the real world, while also trying to hide the fact that they have these digital monsters running around with them that could basically be a threat to their whole society. All right. And then they had to go back to the digital world because it was starting to merge with the human world, which would have been bad for both sides.
Which I'll kind of backtrack a little bit for Time Stranger that actually focuses on both the human and the digital and what happens if sorry
Yeah.
what happens if what happens when a portal opens and a swarm of Digimon start wreaking havoc in the human world.
I mean, exactly what you said, wrecking havoc. I mean, you have their world. It's like taking a wild animal from the wild and you placing him in downtown Metropolis. Okay, it's going to be poorly. Now imagine if that animal basically has nuclear power.
Fair enough.
But this animal is also made of data, and considering that we use a lot of data nowadays, how is that going to affect how we live as well?
Mhm.
I mean, those attacks might cause a data surge. So think about it. If he's like near the stock exchange, what's going to happen to the stock exchange?
Oh God!
Okay, or he's near a hospital, what's going to happen to all the data in the hospitals? Or the in a police station where it has information, might jumble everything up. So it's like they're kind of like a double-sided sword here, One side will cut you because basically they have superpowers. The other side will cut you basically because they're made of raw data,
Mm-hmm.
and it could have like a electromagnetic effect on everything else that we utilize. And I
Right.
feel like that was pretty much not exactly explained, but demonstrated in the Digimon movie. Whenever you see someone digivolve in the real world, and there was like a power surge that affected a whole block.
Mm-hmm.
So in the next season, there was another Digidestined who wanted to take over the digital world. All right, turns out he was corrupt. So a redemption arc for him. But then comes another Digimon who's trapped in the human world, is trying to take over both worlds again. And for a moment, those worlds get to touch. And the digital world looks like completely obliterated because of it.
Yikes.
Exactly. And then we get to a third season, which is the Digimon Tamers.
Yeah, the one that I saw.
Yeah, one I'm watching, trying to get me locked in to this podcast. Yeah. You got Digimon coming into our world, and Tamers just trying to like tame them and also keep the other ones that also cross over in check, while also strengthening their Digimon. And it came to a Digimon trying to take over the human world, and eventually a Digimon that they came to care about gets captured and taken back to the digital world. And this Digimon was like a key part in everyone's Digivolution. This is their evolution from rookie form to champion to mega to ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
Or ultimate to mega, I should say. And so they go into the digital world to save him. Her, it. They don't really have a gender.
Yeah, fair enough.
They really don't have a gender.
even though they just evolve into actual like anime women.
Yes. Or anime men.
Yeah.
I mean, where Garurumon? That's a guy.
That's just a dude.
I hope so.
That's just a furry.
Oh, God. But they go in there and then try to save their friend. They learn a little more about lore of the digital world. And then they have to fight another Digimon that's going back into the human world to conquer both it and the digital world.
Yeah.
And then you got another another season where kids are dragged into the digital world to try to help it because it's getting taken over by someone who wants to just destroy the digital world, just destroy it. I mean, completely, and then recreate it in his own image. They defeat him, but then you get more strong characters who are still looking to destroy the digital world, but so that they can release a much more worse entity, so that they can destroy, rule the digital world, and eventually go into the human world. And these guys are just absolutely nuking the world. I'm talking chunks are missing that you can see it in space. In fact, they actually go to the moon in the digital world to see it as like one giant Swiss cheese ball. It is like haunting. It's like, holy cow, like, how can they beat this?
Which kind of gets me to say that basically, after a while, Digimon villains can seem repetitive.
I mean, it's like, how do you kids are gonna fight a villain? And it's like, this villain, all he does is bad, evil things. Very few get a redemption arc, but even then, they're like pseudo villains. It's like maybe a couple that I can think of that have a redemption arc. I mean, Ogremon, he had a little bit of a redemption arc after the fall of Leomon. Beelzemon, who was Impmon, after he defeated a Leomon, absorbed his data, and that was like one of the Tamer's partners. That was like a huge dark moment, dark twist. It's like, oh my gosh, they literally just killed off a character right there, right before us, to a villain who we tolerated, but now he's like, reel it in, my guy. And so Beelzemon is trying to redeem himself after realizing having ultimate power isn't quite what he wanted.
That's normally how it goes, though.
Yeah. And then in another one, I can't think of this Digimon's names. Like, they're all so hard for me these days. But this one was another one of the kids that got sucked into the digital world, but he encountered an accident that's basically leaving him on death's door. So basically, his soul is in the digital world, and it got corrupted by evil. And he met his twin brother, and he was able to help pull him out from the dark into the light.
That's good.
And then a sweet new Digimon Guardian was born from that. I like the character design.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I mean, if I had to compare character design, I'm pretty sure it's what inspired the main villain in Power Rangers Jungle Fury.
Oh, okay.
You know who I'm talking
Yes.
about? It's like that armor with the lion kind of mane around it. He looks exactly like that guy. But this show came up before Jungle Fury, so you tell me who inspired who.
I have no idea.
By time-wise, I'm kidding.
Yeah, you don't need to explain it to me.
But again, it's like when it comes to villains, it's kind of an easy pace to follow. Currently starting the new Digimon series right now.
Which one is that?
Beat. Digimon Beats, yeah. Kind of, yeah. Yeah, kind of. But again, I only watched the first episode, introducing our characters and a new Digimon. It's like, this new Digimon, he looks kind of silly to me, but it's like at the same time, it's like, okay, it'd be refreshing. Honestly, like, we can't just start off with a cool new look Digimon for the main character, right? So it'll be interesting to see what this Digimon eventually digivolves into, especially to the Mega level. And to me, it'd be interesting if they're going to keep with the fusion Digivolutions. Yeah. But I think right now we should go over the questions that we asked ChatGPT to make. All right, so in closing remarks, as we bring up at ChatGPT, sorry, give me some time to find it. We got, which matters more, consistent design or creative risk? And Digimon is the one who does the creative risks. I mean, it depends on like what you want to do with the product.
Yeah.
If you think your product is already selling well, where you're at, I say just keep it consistent. if you think you can probably make the product better, I mean, risks are probably bound to follow. It's like some people will take the risk and they make big money off of it.
That's classic in business too.
Exactly. But like as far as like for entertainment, I mean, I guess consistency is probably more important.
Yeah, I agree. Just because like if you're being
Which is
consistent,
something that, Pokemon does well with its games and show, and Digimon just does well with the show.
yeah, not the game.
Alright, next one. Is evolution better as a fixed system or a flexible one? And I'm going to say, personally, as a flexible one.
I actually agree with that.
Because, like, these guys eventually get big as skyscrapers. And, like, what are you going to do? You're going to hold all of them in your Digi device? Then you're just copying Pokemon. But that's not what Digimon is about. It's about being more personal with your partner.
Mm-hmm.
It's about being more personal with your partner, then developing a bond between one another, thus how they evolve.
Yeah.
And get stronger.
So I think it was more like
versus Pokemon, they're animal trainers.
Yeah, right, basically.
And you're like, after they're done, okay, back in your cage.
Go back in your cage now.
Exactly. But why do you agree with it?
Because it's a kind of unique to Pokemon, to its rivalry, because if it was linear, then it would just be, oh, so you're just copying Pokemon.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of criticism for Digimon.
I think just practicality, it just fits better with the story.
Right.
Versus like, oh, you're stuck now. I mean, they even show why it wouldn't work in Digimon Tamers as Gilmon digivolves into Growlmon, and he can't turn it off. He can't turn it off. He can't go back to being Gilmon, which has been no problem for anybody else except Growlmon. And they had a heck of a time trying to hide him. They tried hiding him in the sewers. Itmon found him, chased him out. Then, people thought he was like an addition to a playground. That didn't work.
Oh, God.
Then they tried to paint him camouflage. It rained and it washed away. It just wasn't working out. So I think as far as examples go, that's a pretty good example why them staying the way they are is probably the best decision Digimon has made when it comes to, progressing with these creatures' story.
Yeah. And plus it gives more flexibility for plot relevance.
Indeed. All right, so would Digimon be bigger if it stayed more consistent?
I'd say so.
I mean, I would agree too. It's like, because they tried to take the bigger gambles on the games versus shows. And like, it's the games where people really grab the attention of whether or not this is good or not.
Right. And from my experience, there's a tiny hand, like a baby hand full of good Digimon games.
Versus a basket.
Not a basket, like
grocery bag.
I'd say just
grocery bag.
A grocery bag or like a giant box.
Okay. For Pokemon. All right. Is Pokemon too formalic, or is that its strength?
Yes and no.
Oh gosh. Explain.
It is formalic. I'm not denying that.
Okay.
Because it's just H badge, Elite Four, champion, done. Eight gym leaders, Elite Four, champion, done. When it got to Alola, which is the Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon games, that's where it differed. Because it was, you had trial captains, which were like 3, a Kahuna, which was basically a gym leader, for 4 islands. And then it got to the idea of you going to the Elite Four, but it was an Elite Four that was being created in the country,
Okay.
and you were the first ever champion.
So it just meant more.
It meant more because it went. It's not 8, 4, 1 done. It was 4, 4, 4, 4.
Big Four.
Big Four done. It just changed, which I liked that. And some people don't, and I know there's debate on that, but I still like that personally.
Okay.
I think that could help with the linear and repetitive thing that Pokemon does.
Okay. I mean, formatic. I mean, you got the winning formula, and it's working out for you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I say go for it. That's my answer. It's like I think that is its strength.
Yeah.
Because it's still the popular choice between people who chooses to collect them.
Yeah.
And Digimon's just a better, storyteller.
Yes.
As that's what they focus on.
Yes.
So, before we close out, I want to give this guy a shout out. I don't know him personally. He's not paying me to do this. I just found him randomly on YouTube. All right, but this guy, he makes songs of anime characters, anime franchises. And he's got some songs on Pokemon, different kinds of Pokemon, and Digimon, and all the different Digimon. All right, and you can find him at Miandoa 69, MIANBAO 69. Right, and he does songs of different anime characters, cartoon characters, franchises. I mean, you name it, he's got it. I mean, he's got Mega Man songs, Pokemon trainer songs, Pokemon songs in the Pokédex. He's got Bionicles. I mean, he's got a whole thing. Thing is, he's an independent musician.
Right.
So y'all give him a like and follow. I'll see what I can, if I can do a copy link into the description. But yeah, I like his songs on the Digimon. So
the Digimon.
Yeah, he's got songs on Digimon.
I'm saying because of how you said it.
Yeah, on the Digimon. He has over 180 songs. Take that.
I'll just tell you when you're off air.
Digimans? I don't know. Alright, well, this has been the Brood Badger.
Shino.
Blasting off again. Last words on air. Pokemon rules, Digimon rules.